Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome. So, whether you're tuning in from Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, I am so happy that you are here. If you're new here, I'm Lassyfly, and this is our sacred space where we dive into the magic of the universe together. Before we get started, please take a second to tap that like button, follow if you haven't already, and subscribe over on YouTube so you never miss another session. Before we get started, I'm going to kick this thing off with a collective reading, and then we are going to actually talk about the conversation of what are we talking about? Paranormal investigations. Um, well, just chit chat. You could talk about I actually found some equipment for if you did do that, but yeah, settle in, take a deep breath, drop your magical emoji so I know you're ready, and let's get into it. I do need to share this really quick before I start pulling my cards. But yeah, we're going to be talking about paranormal stuff. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining, Cassius. I'm just going to share this very quickly on my Facebook. If it loads. How is everybody this Sunday? It's a beautiful day. If I don't know if you're in California, but in California it's beautiful. I don't know where you are, but hopefully you're having beautiful weather. All right. Sorry, it's not. Finally, it was going so slow. All right. Now I can share it, and then we're gonna start the reading. I started looking up stuff like I was saying, like equipment, because I used to really like to do. I didn't do a lot. I did a couple of paranormal, I guess, ghost hunts because they weren't really investigations. We were just looking, me and a group of women that I was friends with. Um, but yeah, I didn't know much about it back then. I just knew I liked watching them on TV. Um, and then what else did I come up with? I wrote some notes. There's some notes that I have to search my phone for. I gotta start titling my stuff. Um, but yeah, just like do's and don'ts, like when you go ghost hunting and stuff, obviously don't instigate the spirits or anything like that. Um, what else? I don't know, we'll get into it. But I'm almost done sharing it. I just got finally able to get into my damn account. Thankfully, StreamYard already has everything set up. So when I go live, it works, but then I have to go to Facebook and share everything. So yeah. Thank you for your patience. Waiting on. All right, let's see. What do we have? What do they want us to know? I see people on YouTube too. So, okay, so we have. Where did it go? So let's flip over. Okay, there's that one. Oh, we got more doorways because yesterday I believe we had the red door come out. Just 1 second. What the heck happened? Um, there we go. So we have the number 19, which breaks down to 10, which is completions, cycles ending. But 19, maybe that's an angel number that resonates for you, or even the number 10. Maybe you've been seeing 19 or 10. Take this how it resonates. We have focus on the big picture, and there's a lot like happening here with the eye seeing, but I feel like from the bird's perspective, which is higher perspective, which also you see the lighthouse and then you see the bee, so that's very much like high vibration. But did you notice the crown, like queen bee? So fix your crowns, queens. Hi Patrick, how are you, friend? Um, so focusing on the big picture here, obviously, ascension, elevation, stepping into your divinity, claiming your sovereignty. This is the big picture. This is the end goal. So, don't get distracted by outside, well, this is not really outside, but outside conflict. This is bottom of the deck, inner conflict resolution. This is the number 6, which is balance, which also this is the year of the snake. I know it's not 6, but it's 9, but still snake energy. And this is, I don't know what type of bird that is. I don't know if that's like an eagle. I don't know. I know it's not a phoenix, but this is, shedding old skins, but also rising above. Again, more seeing things from that higher perspective, zooming out and being able to see the full picture, focusing on the big picture, not the little things that are distracting us or throwing us off, but they're telling us no expectations. There's the key, there's my mom again, Hecate, there's, not a black dog, but there's that, what is that, like a panther maybe? But there's the doorway, there's the key. You have this key to your doorway. Are you willing to walk through it? Having no expectations, but focusing on the bigger picture, knowing that the whole goal is ascension, is remembering who we are, standing in our power, but having no expectations, just being able to go with the flow, being able to know that, divine timing and alignment, whatever's falling away isn't serving anymore, but whatever is, it's aligning with you, it's aligning with the path that you are choosing. Know that whatever path you are choosing, none of them are wrong. So choose the path that is best for you. And last night that came out for us too. Choose the path that is best for your mental balance. So there's that inner conflict resolution. What's going to bring you balance? What's going to bring resolution to those conflicts that you have going on within you? Having no expectations, but just going with the flow. What else do you want us to know? Do you guys have any paranormal things you want to talk about? We're talking about like paranormal stuff. So if you, Patrick or Tasha, have anything to add, I wish I could highlight the comments on Instagram, but I can't. My fucking cat. And I'm dropping these cards. God damn it. She was just over the fence and I just realized she came back into my yard. Day. Fucking day. So my cat's back. I didn't even know she was gone. Okay. What do you want us to know? See, shit could be happening. You don't even know it. Like, my whole cat was gone and I didn't even know it. You guys, there could be things that are happening that you're not even aware of. And it's just going to drop down. You're like, oh my God, that was gone. Didn't even know it. I think I actually had that come up for me in a message too. Where the hell did Carly just come from? I know her big ass didn't fit in the fence or on top of it. Where did she just come from? Oh my God. See, things could just be coming out of nowhere. Her name is Daeun, but we call her Day for short. It's Daeun, but we call her Day, Dae. But it's Danny picked the name. It's his cat. So Dayon, I think, what did it mean? I think it meant like happiness or something. I can't remember what it was, but it meant something beautiful. I remember that. But Danny picked it. It's Danny's cat. Because I was going to name her a crystal name. And yes, Dayon. I can't, Danny says I don't say it right. He says it right, but I don't. You gotta say it. Yeah, it is. How do you know this, Patrick? It is. Yeah. So I think there's like a little, maybe for real. That's why Danny got his hair cut by my friend Angela. She cut his hair so it looks K-poppy. We have to straighten his hair because it's curly, but when it's straight, he looks just like a little K-popper. But yeah, it's a Korean name for sure. So we have some chaos energy. We have this Leo sun. We also have the number 5, which is change. This is the 5 of wands. So this is movement. There's a lot of chaos happening everywhere, but it's not necessarily chaos. They had the 6 of Swords come out for us yesterday, which was very much like a tower moment, because in that 6 of Swords, there was a tornado, and it was basically coming out that, like, when this tornado is happening, it's removing the things that are no longer aligning with you. It is, you're so funny. It's removing the things that no longer align with you, and it is also like giving you a fresh start, a new beginning. It's asking you to look at it from that perspective, not that, oh my God, everything just fell apart, and making yourself like into a depression or into like a loss or anything like that. Yes, it is a loss, and yes, it does like suck, but if you really look at it like they had from the other cards, zooming out, focusing on the bigger picture, it's just the universe removing the things that did not align with you, but they're things that you wanted to hold on to, and that is okay. You can grieve those things, you can let those things go, but they're asking you to let things go. And this 5 of wands is here, and it's telling us that we need to let these things go, because we hold on to these things. Like, we compete for things. We compete. Carly, you're not going back outside. No. No, you big crybaby. No, Carly. So it's like you're fighting for you're fighting and you're competing for like the attention, for maybe there's somebody that you are in, not even a relationship, but that you might know. You might even be in a relationship, you might be in a partnership, you might be in a friendship, but like you guys compete, and it holds you back, because they're like, you don't even have to compete is the thing. Like, you have to look into yourself. Like, you have this strength that they don't have, and they have strengths that you don't have. So hi, Jackie. So it's like you don't have to be competing for this limelight. You don't have to feel like people are competitions. Those are things that very much are coming through. Those are inner conflicts that need the resolution. Those are things that are being brought up to you so that you can change with that 5, change those things. Carly, you big motherfucker. She just opened the damn door. She got out. This cat is, see, fight to free yourself, because my cat quite literally just fucking freed herself. So free yourself from these things that hold you back, these things that aren't even really your truth. So call your power back, choose you, overcome this, because you have this strength. Okay? You don't have to compete with anybody. Damn. Princess here? No. I'm just joking. Um, we have this star in reverse. Oh, now you're locked out. Um, she's very full figured. She's a big, big motherfucking cat. Carly weighs more than the baby does. The baby doesn't even weigh as much as Carly. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're freaking huge. So this is the star in reverse. This is Aquarius energy. This is the number 8. There's your spirit guide. There's your higher self. It's your higher self. Maybe not your spirit guide. It could be your spirit guide, but this is your higher self. Oops, fucking mic. My microphone hit my elbow and dropped my card. But right now, it's coming out for you that that whole limelight that you were competing for, that competitive energy, the parts of you that you're losing because you're quite literally losing yourself in this direction. It's all clouded. Like, you want these things, but they're not really fulfilling. Hi, princess. How are Yes, how funny. Princess, why the fuck was I just coughing and I was like, is Princess here? And then you fucking came. Yeah, because I started coughing out of nowhere and I was like, what the hell's happening to my throat? Where's Princess at? And then you came. Yep. Princess is here. She let herself be known. My ass started choking. Uh, the princess is here. That's so funny. But yeah, I was like choking. I'm like, God, is Princess here? I don't see her in the comments. Shit. Um, so you're losing yourself, and you're like being asked by your spirit guide to like pull yourself back, to retract and find yourself again. Go back within. That was that inner conflict resolution card in the other deck that we just had. So you're losing yourself in all these things that are outside of you, whether it be people you compete with, people you compare yourself to, people feel you have to prove yourself to. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody but yourself. And that's what they're telling you, is like, you need to retract, pull yourself back, and then find yourself, because you're lost. And look, there goes a freaking hawk. More Hakate. God damn it, princess. Ugh, I need water. So we gotta find ourselves. Ha! What the fuck was I just talking about? I didn't even know this card came out because it's not even the bottom of the deck. But I looked over because I'm like, why is that card way over there? I guess it flew out when this is the card that I was just talking about in the very beginning when I was talking about that tower moment. It's basically a whole tower moment, but it's the 6 of Swords. This is more Aquarius energy. You're being asked to find yourself because you've lost yourself. You've lost yourself in other people, even in things, like I said, that you think you want, but you don't want. So the universe came and they removed all this shit from you because they're like, this don't align, that don't align, they don't align. You out here and you talking about you manifesting these things. You out here and you talking about change. We're going to bring you change. So, the weather is really nice, and I was just outside meditating. Now I'm all itchy as you're talking about pollen. I was just sitting outside meditating. The sun was so beautiful. So yeah, I can actually see, like, damn, there's new leaves growing on the trees with like little flowers. So yeah, that very much could be it. I wasn't thinking about that. Aw, princess, you better knock that shit off. You know you're worthy. The cards have been saying so. And this message might not be for you, but maybe it is. Take what resonates. But, they're talking about us finding ourselves again. All you gotta do is find yourself again. You're just a little bit lost. You went off course. You finding yourself though. You're doing the work. And so they had me see this card that I didn't even realize flew out, because they were tearing the things away from you that were not serving you yesterday when it came out in the upright was the position, because you were lost, you were confused, and you still might very much be that, because that star card is reflecting that you're lost, you're confused. Retract and find yourself again. Yes, Patrick, that has been coming out in my messages too. And then the sexy cards come out last night. There's new love coming. Yep. So, this is saying to you now, because it's coming out in reverse, like, yeah, all of this is happening. This whole storm is happening, but it's happening in your mind. And they're like, that's how powerful your mind is. You can create these storms and you can drive yourself mad. The storm is being created because of the energy you're putting out, the vibrations that you're vibrating at. Like, you're creating this storm with chaos, with negative energy. You have this bad outlook when you're sitting here and you're telling yourself you're unloved and you're unworthy, and they're just like, we're about to create so much chaos. So they're literally saying to you, stop talking down on yourself. That other card that we had when they said focus on the big picture, they literally had the bee with the fucking crown on. Fix your crown, queen. You are worthy. You are love. It's not even that you need to be loved. You are love. That is the that is the true fucking vibration and frequency. That is you. That is your true authenticity. Love. Stop talking down about yourself. What was our bottom of the deck? I didn't even notice. Ha! Hierophant. So you're literally waking up to the divinity in you. You're starting to realize, oh, that's right. That's who I am. You're remembering. You're having these moments. Look at your spirit. Your higher self is right there. They're guiding you. They're showing you. And actually underneath that, king, there you go. Fix your crown, king. What I always say, call her king. Okay. So this is you remembering who you are, remembering this higher power that you are, the divinity that is you. You are taking these steps toward growth. You are, getting disciplined, even when it means setting boundaries and sticking to them. You're like, I'm disciplining myself. I'm following through. Yeah, portion control in a lot of water. I know that shit's hard, but you know what? I'm doing it. But they're saying, like, this is exactly what is needed right now to help you connect with your instincts, retract, find yourself. What are your instincts telling you? What is your intuition telling you? Because that is your first fucking, connection to your highest self, to God, to source. Trust it. They're also saying, like, it's okay for you to, take these journeys, because they're quite literally about to go on a journey, it looks like. I don't know. But it's okay for you to get lost, because even when you get lost, you still end up finding yourself. You still remember. Even when you get your hands dirty and you're sitting here and you're doing these things, you always find your way back. You remember who you are. So take this time to get discipline. There's growth happening, even when it feels like you're lost and you're confused. They're telling you you're finding your way back to yourself, and you're coming back with strength, and you're coming back stronger than ever, wholer than ever. All those parts of you that were broken, you are fixing. You are making yourself whole again. So continue moving forward. Don't worry. Don't compete. There's change happening. There's growth happening. Transformation happening. What else do we need to know? Oh, well, somebody's got to do some cleansing. And they got to get organized. All right, let's see. Oh, see, princess. First, you got to fucking cleanse this energy. Cleanse all this stank ass energy, this low vibrational energy, this energy where you're feeling victimized and you're making yourself feel unworthy and unloved because you're telling yourself that because of these situations, and that's not your truth. That's not for you. But this is happening collectively. We're all mirrors and reflections of each other. So cleanse this energy. What were they just talking about? Getting your hands dirty. Go and ground yourself. Even if that means gardening or just being in the earth, putting your feet in the earth, hugging a tree, whatever it may be, sitting outside in the sun. But they're just like, cleanse your energy, cleanse your auric field, cleanse your space. Literally, bottom of the deck, organize your life, get everything together. This is the new season. It's here. Ostara just happened. This is almost the new year. April Fool's Day is going to be the new year. So they're like, get everything ready, get everything organized. You got all this new shit coming. You got a new home coming. You just got to get rid of all this other stuff. Cleanse it. That's what that tornado was. That's what that rug being out pulled from underneath your feet was. It's just the universe cleansing the space, cleansing the energy, cleansing your life because they don't align with you anymore. There's growth happening. There's transformation. You're remembering who you are. They're remembering who they are. And if those paths don't align, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just different. But they're asking for you to focus on yourself, for them to focus on themselves. And maybe they're not ready to do that. Maybe you're not ready to do that. So they're removing the things that are distracting you or just whatever is not serving you at this time so they can bring in the things that are for you. They have new things coming. So we got to make room. We got to cleanse this space. We got to just get rid of all this stuff because what is coming it's love. Patrick, what did he just say? New love is coming. And this love, it's unconditional. This love is love with self. Because when you fall in love with yourself and you love all the parts of you, it reflects in your reality and you see it. It experience it in your everyday life through people, through experiences. So this love is going to be unconditional as you are removing the things that are not aligned with you so that you can find yourself again. You can heal yourself, bring balance and transformation to yourself so you can remember the bigger picture. That's right. I was distracted. This motherfucker distracted me. They threw me off course. I got to realign. The whole point was for this person to come into my life and to show me, wait, this isn't who I am. This is absolutely not what the fuck I deserve. Wait. Let me fix my fucking crown because I forgot. I am not a motherfucking peasant. I am the queen. I am the king. And I gotta, get back into that energy. I gotta start remembering who I am because for a minute I lost myself. So remember who you are. Organize your life, whether that mean setting those boundaries, like they said, because they said get disciplined. There's growth happening here. If that means organizing by setting boundaries with people, taking less time, and other things that you don't even want to do anymore so that you're making time for yourself because this love is unconditional, making time, like organizing time, like, man, I got to do all this other shit that I don't want to do, but I'm going to start organizing time in my life every day, whether that means 5 minutes, whether that means an hour tops, is for me. I'm going to do what I'm going to do for me. I'm going to connect with my higher self. I'm going to, tap into my gifts. I'm going to learn more about whatever it may be, but this is you getting organized and making time. And when we start to do that, like they said, new things come to us. These could be downloads, these could be new homes, new cars, new relationships, new love, all kinds of new things. But yesterday it was also coming out that, like, not only abundance, but wealth, money, things are changing for sure. And all kinds of towers are happening collectively, and shifts are happening. And the way I'm understanding it, the way it's come to me, is that the people who actually want to do things differently, who want to do things the right way, who want to actually be authentic and healers, but also love and bring actual unity, like that's what I've been understanding, is those are the people who, like, the universe, like they're using us, and they're quite literally bringing tower moments to people who have this, you know, abundance of wealth, that are hoarding it, that are greedy, that have no true intentions but to better themselves and people who are like them. So it's like things are happening everywhere, and I just keep getting these messages, whether they be from my own downloads or even from other messages that I'm hearing, and things are changing. And they're like, we're going to start blessing you up because you are worthy in so many ways. But not only that, of abundance in all of its form, but you're worthy of wealth too. And we know that if we give you this wealth, you're going to do all the things that we need to be done with this. So I don't know who that's for or what, but like, people are about to start experiencing changes, you know, and be honored because of the fact that the universe is using you through this wealth to make change, to create change. So I don't even mean that that's me, but I've been hearing it and I've been having it come through. It could very much be me too. But if that resonates for you, like, be so honored, because the universe knows you are that change that needed to be. Like, too many people, well, not a lot of people, but too many of the same kind of people were hoarding this money and are still hoarding the money. Now, I'm not saying that this is done, because it's not done, because that's exactly what they're saying. They're like, it's not done. But people's bank accounts are going to start reflecting, you know, their growth in all of these different ways. Their discipline and hard work has been paying off, and the universe is going to start showing you you're so worthy of not just abundance in all these other ways, but we're going to give you wealth because we know what you will do with it. We know that you won't hoard it. We know that your heart is in the right place. And it's going to be like a lot of people. That's just like what's been coming to me personally. But I also had like 2 other people that I was listening to read, and that same message was like confirmed through them. That was like my confirmation. Like, see, told you. So I don't know who that's for, but things are changing. We just have to be willing to let go of the things that we tell ourselves, because we are so much more worthy than we lead ourselves on to believe. We take on what other people say and we make that our truth, and that's not our truth. So cleanse all of that, let all of that go, because this is unconditional love, and things are changing. I don't know, but that's just what's been coming out. So take that how that resonates. But that's the message. I love you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love that. I already highlighted it, but I love that salt bath. You are. You better. Whoa. Where the hell did you come from?
You just watched me come from outside.
I was not in any way paying attention to you. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I was going to say, did you hop the fence too? Oh shit. Apparently one of my kids walked outside and I was so into this channel I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. So how did all my cards get mixed up? What did I just do?
Yeah.
All right. I fixed the deck. It's all good. All right. So let's talk about paranormal stuff. I tried to like get some stuff for you guys because like I said, I have been on my own little investigation type things that was just like not legit equipment or anything like that. But yeah, so um so this is like more for me. It was like not necessarily debunking, but just um being with a group of people who believe what I believed. That, I'm not made to be like, oh, you're crazy because you see things, or you think you see things, or what, you believe in ghosts? Like, it was just nice to be able to be with a group of people who very much believe what I believed and wanted to go out and experience it. So, there are definitely um investigations where people do it for scientific and spiritual evidence to collect. People can also have the goal for documenting it, communicating with spirits, or even, like I said, debunking like hauntings or people claiming to have experienced supernatural things. So I don't know. However, there's like different, not necessarily levels, but I guess it would be types of encounters or hauntings, maybe. Like there's intelligent ones where, you see the people on TV, which they can sometimes be fake too. So don't even get me started on that shit. Some of that shit's fake. Some of it I do believe is real though. That's kind of why I had to go out and experience it for myself, because I was really into like ghost hunters and like ghost adventures, and I don't know. I used to watch like A Paranormal Story and A Haunting, and I can't even remember all the damn shows that I would watch, but I was like, I want to go out and experience it for myself, because I knew as a kid I had all these experiences, and houses that we lived in had like activity and stuff, and even the adults knew it too, but they just let it go, I think, because they were all like, you know, using drugs and stuff. They just like, oh well, you kids figure it out. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But there's like people who would call them intelligent because like you're directly experiencing the spirit and interacting with them. They respond to the investigators or to you if you are like communicating with them on your own little adventure or whatever. But there's also like residual hauntings where it's just like energy imprints of past events that could be like playing over time, which I think can kind of sometimes be like those like Civil War. But I do know there are like Civil War ghosts and shit, but sometimes I feel like the energy and the imprints like that's left over from it could be like lingering there, so people can like go there and you can feel like the energy being really heavy, or you're just like, oh man, I could tell some really bad shit happened here. But you might not know why, but it's like the residual energy of that experience that happened at that place. There's the poltergeist as well. um, I need to know. I don't know. They they're not telling me. They're just saying that people is gonna be getting it. But if they disperse it into my bank account too, I don't know. Wait, was the shadow outside your house or outside mine? know I love ghosts. I used to watch all kinds of paranormal TV too, dude. So much. So much. No, what is this, Jackie? I've never even seen it. You asking Patrick, what about me? I ain't never seen it either. Mine? You saw a big bird? Well, it's probably the big ass hawk that flew by. Oh, it was my son. Oh, how funny. Oh, I don't think I paid attention to that at all because I was not even paying attention. But poltergeist, okay? So those those can be like mischievous. They can be also linked to your energy, you know. I feel like everything is connected to our energy though. So I feel like also like when people experience bad energy or bad entities and things like that, I also feel like it's things that we created, our fear, you know. I feel like things that we were afraid of are very much reflecting in our reality, and that is basically where we are able to use that as opportunities to stand in our power, to not show fear. But that's just me. I used to watch Ghost Adventures all the freaking time too. I did too. I didn't live across from a cemetery, but I didn't live far from a cemetery. I know that. And then there was like a couple cemeteries that I would drive next to. So I don't know. That's just like what I feel for me. Like the things that I feel like I've been afraid of, the things that I've experienced, like they were already in my head and then projected like to me physically sometimes, where I actually had an experience one time when I was a child. I was living in the Valley of the Moon Children's Home, and I remember physically being attacked by this black entity. I don't know what it was. I honestly can't remember. I just remember it being like this figurey type of energy that was there. Like, I don't even know that it really had a shape, but I remember having marks on my neck. I remember being really afraid, and it wasn't even just me. There was like other girls in the room that witnessed this happening with me. And but it only happened like on my neck, and I remember they ended up keeping me in this room for observation, and they thought that I did it to myself, but I don't even think I had nails then, because I used to be so full of like anxiety. I was always biting my nails, so I don't even think that I did that to myself. But I remember that happening, but then just having like mental health counselors come in and then just basically tell me like it was all in my head and I didn't experience what I experienced, and then they like put me on some type of a medication, and I don't really remember because of all of that other stuff that happened. um I don't know that it was a shadow person because it definitely had eyes. I don't think the shadow people have eyes, but I don't know. I've never like I know we talked about it the other day on my live, but I've never actually experienced like a shadow person. I think that they are technically the shadows of four-dimensional beings, and that's why they're just the shadow, because kind of like how we're three-dimensional and then our shadows are two. So I feel like it's a four-dimensional being whose shadow is being cast, and that's why we're seeing it. But there's not usually like faces or anything. So this one made me think that it was an entity because like I said, I feel like there were red eyes, but I don't remember anything else. But I also think it's because like I said, they put me on medication and shit. 444. That's my angel number. The angels are numbering. Oh, and it's 4404. Now it's 4444. So yay. So I don't know. But I also, like I said, I feel like I could have created that myself thinking back because of all the things that I was already experiencing traumatically as a child, that I created these things in my mind. But I think I was so fearful, like we said, when we give things power, fear also feeds that. And I feel like me feeding into it gave it power to physically hurt me. But at that time, I wouldn't have known that. Thinking back now and even doing shadow work, that's what's led me to think that, like, I created that myself because of everything that I was experiencing and all the things that I was just afraid of. And I was afraid of every fucking thing, you know? It was the church for sure, like making me feel like so many things were scary. But just like I said, even the things that I was experiencing from the adults around me, even some reactions that they had to their drugs would make me think like, what the fuck is happening? But I was always sensitive to energies and things like that. So, when I would bring it up, that's when I would get gaslit. Oh, you only have that happen because you're a bad girl. You only bad girls see these things. But then it's like, this is acting real weird. So how do I know that it's not really something that I think that I see doing this to you, or is it just a reaction because of whatever you're on? I don't really remember, but yeah, that shit was weird. Yes. Did we do an episode on timeline jumping? I don't know. I got a couple more scheduled for the rest of this month. Um, but yeah, so there's the shadow entities, like I'm saying, but those ones, like I said, they can be debated because of the fact that I feel like some people are just like, they don't do anything if they're just shadow people. But then, like I said, I don't know, this entity was shadowy, it was red eyes, but this is like, you know, it's up for debate. People can say I didn't experience something and it wasn't a shadow person, but then other people could be like, oh, it was a shadow person. But I don't remember it having like an actual figure, so I can't say. Yeah, dude. It's the same thing with how people have, like super strong energy and they fuck with lights. Their lights flicker or their devices always mess up. Like, I definitely believe that we can create our own poltergeist. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I'm getting through it all. I mean, I've done like I told you, like when I got assaulted by that man at my job and they put me in all that intensive therapy, it triggered so much PTSD for me from my childhood being abused. So the way he wrung my neck, that happened to me all the time. Like as a kid, it triggered a lot for me. So like I said, I had to do really intense therapy for months. I was doing therapy, what was it, 3 times a week for 3 hours a day on those days with like actual group therapy. And that was not counting my own personal therapy session, like individually. So they had me doing some work. But I've been healing through it. But that's exactly what I'm saying now is I feel like that's kind of what's helped me think that I probably created a lot of these things with how powerful our mind is. And that's what they were saying to us earlier in the reading. Like our minds are so powerful, we can create so many things. So why are we creating this, negative, pessimistic reality when we can turn around and love ourselves unconditionally? When we love ourselves, we realize that we're one, everything is us and we are everything, and then we want to do better and treat each other better because we realize, wait, you're me, you're just a different version of me. Everything is happening all at once. There is no time. So it's just realizing, holy shit, you're me in another timeline, this is me in another timeline, that's a different version of me in another timeline. If I was to regress you, you'd probably take yourself to another timeline where you'd be like, holy shit, I was this at one point and I was that at one point. Like it's all happening at once. We're all different versions of each other. We just don't remember. Or maybe we do, but we need to treat each other better. This is why that shadow work is so important, so that we can heal these things, so that we are able to experience the unconditional love. But I feel like we're so afraid of these shadows and so afraid to go within that's why we just keep creating more and more, because there's so much chaos, there's so much hate, there's so much division, there's so much chaos. What was that, the competition for the limelight? Everybody feels like, oh, we can't have this and I can't have that and you can't have that because I have to have it all, which is why there's literally only 1% with all this money. But like I said, they about to lose it. I don't know how it's happening, I don't know what's happening, but they literally said shifts are happening, and people who are worthy of it and they know that are deserving it and are going to do better, they about to be check your bank account. I don't know, but pick me, because I'll do some good. I will do some shit. I've always wanted to be a foster parent. I couldn't. I live in an apartment, but also I don't think I could give back a child. So it's like, why would I be a foster parent when I could just have all these kids? You know, but I spent like 18 years doing elderly care, hospice work. So that's also something that I would love to do. Go back to doing that. But I wanted, somebody probably going to take this. Maybe it's already a thing. I don't know. But I wanted to do my own agency, because I work for a lot of referral agencies. I wanted to start my own referral agency where I could incorporate all of my certificates and do hospice work, but also incorporate, like, because hospice doesn't, you don't have to necessarily be dying. Like, I've had people who are on hospice a whole year before they actually fully declined, but they were on hospice. So if they are already on hospice, like, start doing the work where we can incorporate the energy healing, shadow work, ancestral healing. Fucking, I do astral surgeries, but like getting all of those things you know incorporated in my hospice line of work. Like, that's what I wanted to do. My sound healing, all of those things. Like, oh, I would so love to do that. If they give me money, man, oh man, my friend Aquila, she already knows that I want to do this, and she is amazing. She's a CPA, but she's already helped 7 of our friends start businesses. Like, I got friends that fucking have cannabis dispensaries, like, but she knows what I want to do. And so, I just don't necessarily have the funds to do it, but that would be so dope. That would be so dope. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm just noticing all these comments that are all out of order. Sorry. But yeah, that's what I want to do. So, we need to stop telling ourselves that we're not good enough. We need to reprogram ourselves, because we're so powerful that we can create these energies, these entities. Imagine the beautiful things that we can freaking create when we start telling ourselves different, when we start believing it. That's all they were saying in the reading. Like, tell yourself differently. Fix your fucking crowns. You're royalty. You are sovereign. Um, then there's the elemental and non-human entities, and those are, like, I want to say, like, the orbs. I don't know. What else would they be? Like, fairies. They could be like dragons. Not saying that they necessarily picking them up, but like, those are like the non-human entity type things. But also elementals. I don't know what else am I missing that would be with those type of things. But like things tied to nature or even other dimensions, like what? Sasquatch. What else? Maybe mermaids, but I believe those are real too. I believe all that's real. Girl, that'd be so dope. That would be so dope. I would so love that, because I would definitely need to have people come and, you know, work with me. I would need for sure like office workers, but also like the caregivers to go out to do it. And I would obviously still be doing it too, but that's what I want to do. I would love that. I would I would totally 5505 when I said that. Maybe we gonna create this change, girl. I love it. But when I went, we didn't have equipments like paranormal investigators would have. So I think equipment's important. I actually looked up some for us that I never had. I had some night vision binoculars, and I think I had just like the phone recorder on my phone and like the video camera on my phone, and that was it. Like nothing big. But they have like the EVP readers, like so you can, pick up the electronic voice. Um they have digital voice recorders where you can take those with you too and just um you might have to stop it and rewind it and play it back and see if anything was picked up on it, but they have those. But it's like I said, not heard in real time. They have those spirit boxes. They even have spirit box apps on your phone. Now, don't tell me if they're legit or not because I don't know. I mean, don't ask me, don't tell me. I don't know if they are or not. They definitely have them though. Um, what was that other thing? I don't know how to say it. It's like it's like parabolic microphone or something. That's like I feel like the people have those when they go on the ghost hunting with those cameras, and it's like it can pick up sound like better than EVPs. I don't know if that's what it is or not. Um those other things that they've had too, what are those, like the visual thermal things where you can hold the thing up and you see the little people run by and they're like red or whatever? So there's those. I think those are like full spectrum cameras, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're UV or infrared. I don't know what they're called. But there's the night vision. Like I said, we had the night vision binoculars, but you could probably find like night vision on your camera. There's, what is it, like EMF readers. I think there's thermal imaging cameras. I don't know if that's different, but I feel like it's like the thing that I was talking about. I don't know if that's what it's called. But there's those. Um yeah, there's the EMF reader meter, not reader. There's the, what else do they be having? They have so much shit. There's like a REM pod or something like that. Um, and I think they're called like temperature guns, where you can hold the gun and you can kind of see like if there's hot spots or things like that. Um, Cold spots. I feel like I've seen Zach have some of those type of things. There's a bunch of shit. I don't know. I don't remember. Um, you can get like motion sensors, those work too, so you can see. Or even like what are those, like they're like these little detector type things where the EMFs like are picked up, and then like it like I don't know if it flashes, but it triggers. There's my baby's tweaking, they said. There's also I think like trigger type of toys type things where they like have the balls. They encourage them to like roll balls back or like play with toys. Um, there's also, ooh, you could take dowsing rods. I have dowsing rods right here. So you could take the dowsing rods and they'll physically like move for you when you are talking to them. Pendulums. I make pendulums. Those will tell you, yes or no type things, and they can move the pendulum for you, like they can move the dowsing rods. Um, You can use tarot, you know, what cards come out, feel the energy, see what they're trying to tell you. You can also make sure to protect yourself when you do these type of things. Ground yourself too, with crystals. You can use selenite, you can use black tourmaline, you can use obsidian, tiger's eye, amethyst. Those are all really good for protection. But the fucking cat here, the black tourmaline and the obsidians, the selenite, those are good for also like observing the energy. The selenite's really good because it can cleanse any crystal, and you don't ever have to really like worry about charging it or cleansing it. I mean, you could charge it, but you don't have to worry about cleansing it. So selenite is really, really good for absorbing like energy, but also for protection. Florida water, I got Florida water. You can make your own too, which I mean, I could, but I haven't. So you can get Florida water. You can get Palo Santo. I run out of sticks like crazy because I'm always burning them. Is what I have left. But I also have Palo Santo incense. Um, you can smudge. Um, there's sage. I also have sage with dragon's blood. You can use dragon's blood. You can envision yourself being protected, with your protection bubble. You could use sigils. You can use what is it, like amulets and things like that. So these are all important things for you to, make sure that you are protecting yourself before you go into these places or even when you leave. Um, Show us. Oh, show you the dowsing rods? The dowsing rods are amazing. I use the dowsing rods. All right. So ask me a question that you already know the answer to, and we'll see if they're right or wrong, and you can tell me. And we'll test it that way. First, let me ask it to show us so we know. All right. Show me yes, please. Okay, so yes is going to be a cross. It's going to cross itself. Thank you so much. Okay. Can you please show me no? So when it's no, it's obviously going to separate. They're separating more and more and more. Okay, so that's no. Thank you very much. Can you please show me maybe? When it's maybe, they're both going to turn to my right shoulder. Okay. Is Jacqueline an Aquarius? Yes or no? It says no. Are you an Aquarius? It's saying no. Hopefully it's right, but I don't know. It says no. It Are you one? Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Ask if I'm a Leo. Okay. Is Jacqueline a Leo? Yes or no? It says you're a Leo. Okay, thank you. Is Jacqueline an Aquarius. It says you're not an Aquarius, but you're a Leo. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Hold on. Let me ask something that I know the answer to and see if it's right. Okay, let's see. Is Princess a Taurus? Princess, are you a Taurus? It's saying yes. Well, your sun sign is technically not your true sign. That's just it's your rising sign, which technically, like, yes, my sun sign is a Libra, but everybody technically like sees me as a Scorpio because Scorpio is my rising. It says you were one too. So I don't know. You um oh, let me see. Okay. Do I have 4 kids? Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. I do have 4 kids. Hmm. So I don't know. Let me ask again. Is Jacqueline an Aquarius? It is hard on you not being an Aquarius, bro. So I don't know. Take that how it resonates, but it says you're not an Aquarius. So I don't know. There's the do's and don'ts, you guys. So I think it's a really good idea, like when we go to places, to research the location, so we know what we're getting ourselves. Should I give Dwayne another chance? It's retrograde, girl. No. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see. Should Princess give Dwayne another chance? That's a no. Oh my God, they're spreading further apart. They're like, hell no, girl. That's a hell nah. Okay, okay. So no, Princess. That's a no. It won't even. Okay, okay. Thank you for the message. Um, is Patrick a Pisces? Patrick, are you a Pisces? It says yes. I know, right, Princess? That was a hard ass no. It was like all the way back. They're like, nah. Uh, they sure did do the splits. Ah, shit. I love that. That's so funny. Um, but yeah, that's so funny. They're like, I don't think so, girl. Ah. You're a Pisces rising? Okay. So Patrick Patrick is a Pisces. Hanako, Danny, and Zenobia are all Pisces. Zenobia was supposed to be an Aries. Her birthday was supposed to be on April Fool's Day, on the true New Year's, but she was like, I'm gonna be born on the 18th instead. No soup for Dwayne. I love these things. My Nana, I communicate with my Nana through these when I'm with my family. And I have a cousin, and he's special needs, but he like really was close to my Nana. And so he also like is a real big mama's boy. And my Nana did not like his mom. So we were communicating with my Nana through these. And one day he started asking about God, which I don't know when he was even asking about God or heaven and all these things. So he asked my Nana, Nana, is my mom gonna go to hell? And she said yes, and he started crying. And I was like, Daniel, that was a joke. I was like, Nana's, she always joked with you. She didn't like your mom. I was like, she's not going to hell. But she gave him a hard yes, your mom's going to burn in hell. And he was so upset about it. And we all just laughed. But I was like, Dan, no, your mom's not going to burn in hell. But Nana told him she was. I know, right? No soup for doing that made me laugh too. But yeah, these things are amazing. We took these to the hospital. God, they're dangerous too. I took these to the hospital when my little cousin had surgery, and I was doing her care for her. But she kept saying that she thought something was in her room, and these confirmed that there was definitely something in her room in the hospital, and we were communicating it through the dowsing rods. So that was really cool. I don't I don't know. I haven't seen Seinfeld in forever. Oh, then also for you? I wasn't even thinking about that. I was not even thinking about Seinfeld. Oh shit. Patrick's tapping into his gifts. He's tapping in. That's so funny. 111. So, I think it's a good idea for us to explore the history, making note of maybe hauntings or maybe notable spirits, setting intentions and protection. Like I said, that's a real good one. Making sure that we respect the spirits. Also, calm and open minded would be really good. Making sure we ground ourselves, but working in teams, because you never know, sometimes something can happen. Sometimes the energies can really drain you. You might get weak or feel sick, and maybe just having somebody there with you, but also just to take notes or even hold some extra equipment so you can catch it. Um, Documenting, for sure everything that you can, so you have this evidence. I mean, that's if you want. I don't know if you're investigating shit, or maybe you just want to show it so you can like share it on your page or something. I don't know. But asking for clear and direct question, or asking clear and direct questions, that's where those EVPs would come in really good, so you can receive the answers and stuff. But also like reviewing your evidence. There could be things that you've missed. Maybe there's whispers you didn't hear or things you didn't see. Kind of like when I was editing my picture and I knew I had 3 fairies. Why the fuck did it take me a whole year and some change later, 11313, as I said that, for Princess to be like, huh, there's actually 2 more. And then I found an extra one. So there was 6 total. I only saw the 3. But it wasn't until Princess looked at it and was like, what about these? And I'm like, what the? So checking your evidence, you might have missed some things. But like, don't go over there like provoking spirits. I've seen that where people will go and they'll like talk big shit to a spirit. So don't do that. Don't rely on just one method. So like that's kind of why I was saying, like, if you do want to do it, bring different equipment with you so you have more opportunities to capture it. We only had, like I said, I just had my phone. And back then it wasn't even really like super duper good. It was 2012 and shit when I was doing that. So like the camera quality was not what it is now. So I don't know. Don't rely on just one method, but also don't assume that everything is paranormal. Maybe there are definitely reasons for things happening. That's kind of why I was saying like the whole debunking thing. Maybe there's an explanation for it, but then maybe there is an actual entity. Alcatraz. My son went there. No, no, He didn't go for that field trip. My daughter went for her field trip, and she brought me back an Alcatraz pin. It was really cool. But I have definitely heard that there's some wild shit that happens there for sure. I heard you can hear the clinking of like the cells, like, you know, people's chains and shit. I don't know, but that would be really cool, Patrick. I love that kind of stuff. When I used to go when I was pregnant with Bunny. So I think that's kind of why they were more attracted to me, because my husband would be like, "Don't be bringing no shit home, because you out here trying to investigate shit and bringing things home to my house." Because I think I was sometimes bringing stuff home. But at that time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just wanted to prove to my husband that I could see things and that things were happening. So I was like, "Come home with me if you want." Like, come on. Like, the fuck was I doing? I don't know. I don't know. No, me and Patrick lives 45 minutes away from me. He lives in San Francisco and I live in Santa Rosa. It's like a 45-minute drive. It could be faster with no traffic, but it's about 45 minutes from me. Yeah, I live in wine country. People come to my city to like do wine tasting and shit. So, and I live close to like what else? I don't really know. But yeah, I live in Santa Rosa, so I live like right in between, like there's like a whole bunch of wineries and shit all around me. I live close to Windsor, Hillsburg, Sebastopol, but I'm close. That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. Also, they don't want you investigating without permission, because some people will off with your heads because they're trespassing. I don't know, maybe they won't, but still, just be careful. Because even me being a photographer, I've had people like yell at me and be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't realize this was your property. I just liked your tree and I wanted to take a picture next to it." And so, my bad. So be careful, ask permission, because sometimes it doesn't look like it's somebody's property and it is. So I've done that. I've had literally some lady walk all the way down with her dogs barking and shit and just being like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "So this was a real beautiful spot that I drove by and I just had to take a picture." So yeah, thanks, lady. But also, like I said, don't forget to protect yourself and set those intentions, because that is so important. But also cleansing yourself when you're leaving spaces. Don't be like me and be like, "Okay, everything and everyone, come home with me." Because I think that's also partly why a lot of shit was happening in my house, because at that time I was just like, "I'm going to show my husband, I saw this, come home with me." No, don't do it. Because I remember he woke up and he was like, "I swear to God, I saw you standing over there by the closet. It was a whole other woman. I don't know who she was, but she wasn't me." So be careful. Be careful. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the topic. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Um, oh shit. I scheduled my live later tomorrow. It was supposed to be at 4:45, but I did change the time because Hanako has an appointment at 4 o'clock, and there's no way I'd make it home in 45 minutes, because I don't even know how long they're gonna have me sitting in the waiting room. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about raising our vibration. So that's going to be fun. We're going to talk about how, ways we can raise our vibration, how, it's not just a trend, but like there's ways that we can actually do this. So we're going to dive into energy shifts, practical ways to elevate our energy and shit like that. So fun times. Join me tomorrow for collective readings and for that. Um, that's pretty much what I have. Are you having a sale? What are you selling? Oh, I think I saw that same thing, Princess. I feel like I saw that. Oh, okay, I just saw them. How exciting! They've been showing the cars. New cars coming. New car, new home, new car. So it's happening. Claim it. It's already yours. I love that new car you're driving. So beautiful, Jackie. You and Princess and your new cars. Loving it for you both. Loving it. Send me pictures of your guys' new cars. They're so beautiful, I'm sure. So beautiful. Well, thank you for spending this time with me. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. So Carly, chill out. It's a wrap, okay? They're all going home now. Or they're home, or we're whatever. We're getting off. Chill out. This cat acts like she's starving. She just So yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing this space with me, your energy and your light and your magic, because they're always felt and appreciated. Remember that you are loved and you are powerful and you are infinitely divine. If any of this resonated or you just liked it, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so that we can keep growing this sacred space together. Until next time, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. See you tomorrow. I set it for 6:45 my time just because I don't know how long the appointment's going to take, but also I figured it would already be 5 o'clock traffic, so that gives me time to get home, feed the baby. She's a little chi monster, and then get on. I think at 6:45 is what it's scheduled for. Is that what I scheduled it for? Um, yeah, 6:45 tomorrow because I'll be out, like I said. So I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody. See you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday.